JPL Talkies is back, and this is going to be our first edition of FPL, wherein Game Week 1 of 2024-25 season is going to be reviewed by our Game Week winner, Ujjwal Agrawal, who happens to be a Liverpool fan and is currently at the airport and is traveling to Europe. So we had to somehow catch him and had to make this podcast. So we're thankful to him that he joined us and is joining in from a very different place rather than from any studio or at any workplace or from home. So thank you, Ujjwal, for coming.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah. So congratulations on winning Game Week 1. It turned out to
Thank
be
you.
an amazing week for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I didn't imagine that having no Haaland is like very scary. You just don't know when it backfires.
Right, right. So how was your overall perspective regarding this thing? Not
So
having
overall,
Haaland and
yeah. So overall, like my philosophy this season was based on the ownership of Haaland. So like initially he was only owned by like 40 to 45%. And
Mhm.
compared to last year, when he was like owned by more than 80% of the players. So like Haaland performing last season, it was like your rank is like going to go down drastically. But
Exactly.
this season you have an opportunity. Like only 50% of the people and 1 million more. Like he's costing 15 million, and because of that you have a very like bleak side. So you cannot have like more than one or two premiums if you have them. So that's why I thought like let's go without him and
All right.
take a risk.
So this move definitely worked for you, and this question probably I'll be asking later on regarding Haaland. But not having Haaland basically gives you an edge of having a very balanced team, and that is what I could see in your midfield, in your defense. It looks like a very properly maintained and well thought given. I mean, thought given process. I see Alexander Arnold is there.
So
Then
like
at the same time, Isaac is there. So Bruno Fernandes brought in. So I see like it's a very balanced squad that you maintain, and hopefully in coming game weeks this is going to help. So rather than going for one player, you're basically dividing his points in all other players. That is what the
right,
idea I believe is.
right, true. So like
Okay, okay.
starting
So
with
how do you feel?
yeah, starting with Raya, like I wanted to have a very solid goalkeeper, and
Right.
having Haaland, like I could not own a goalkeeper like more than 4.5 million. So that was one of the best reasons. Like
Mm-hmm. Amazing, amazing. It looks like everyone gave you points except Nkunku, and he's the only one who didn't deliver.
right.
So any plans of keeping him?
So right now, I was definitely not expecting anything from Game Week 1 from Nkunku, but it was a punt. Like it was a risk. I just wanted to see him score a goal or assist one. Like, but it did not work out. But I'm happy, more than happy,
Okay. So
and
coming to
I'm more
his
than happy.
Mhm. Right.
Yeah, so I'll be happy to own him, and I'll see for 1 or 2 weeks. If he's not performing, then I'll maybe switch to someone else.
Okay. And what would be your strategy for the upcoming game weeks with the current squad that you have?
So, like my strategy is totally based on the transfer deadline. So, I'm just waiting for the transfer deadline to be over by game week 3,
Okay.
and I just want to see, like this year we have the option to have more than two free transfers. So I'll be taking you making use of that, and I'll just keep on rolling until and unless I need to make a transfer.
Okay, cool. So that is one way to go through the season and bank on
Yeah,
those five free transfers.
right. So
And any
I'll just like
yeah.
the international break is also like somewhere around game week 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just try to manage till then, and with more information, like I'll be able to move forward with the better transfers.
All right.
So I'll know more about the Jota's minutes. I'll know more about Nkunku's form, and if he's been given regular minutes in that stacked up Chelsea side.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have more info by then, and then I can decide on like what to do.
Got so, any specific players you have in mind whom would you like to target? I specifically wanted to ask you about Haaland because he's facing Ipswich, that too at home. So
Right.
that looks like a very crazy fixture for him.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like scared to hell. Like for Game Week 2 not owning Haaland.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like with Haaland, a definition of a blank for any other player in FPL is maybe like no returns. But for Haaland, if he's like blanking or even giving just one return, an assist or a goal, it's equivalent to a blank. Like
Okay.
it's not expected. Like it's expected like he'll score more. Given his price tag, it's expected that he should be giving like
Exactly.
two returns minimum.
Yeah.
So like I think I'll be taking a bet on like not having him like 2 or 3 returns.
Okay.
And like if he gets 2 or 3 returns, I'll not be like unhappy because my other picks are also like giving like maybe they're blank, but they may also give like 1 return or 2 return. So
Okay.
the given the price tag, it's justified.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Then I see like there are two other players in your team, both from Liverpool, Salah and Ta. So you're going to keep them? These are like premium
Yeah,
players we are
yeah,
talking about.
definitely. Like I'm not removing them. Like until and unless they have an injury, I'm not removing Trent and Salah.
Okay. 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 And any specific player you would be targeting for game week 2?
So like I'll be keeping an eye on Sanchez, uh, Chelsea's goalkeeper. He's
Mm-hmm.
if he's nailed and Chelsea's fixtures are good, so with 4.5 million price tag, I guess he's a very good punt. And like I would like to keep an eye on Mazrui from United.
Right.
So 4.5 million United defender, and if United gives like a single clean sheet, so he'll be getting 2 or 3 bonus minimum.
Exactly. Yeah.
So he's something to keep an eye on,
All right.
and I'll also be keeping an eye on Mateta. So because at the end of the last season, like he was like on fire, and
Mm-hmm.
I just want to keep an eye on him. If he's on pens with, I don't know about the situation about Eze. So if he's going good, if not, then it's better. Like Mateta's returns improves with Eze there.
Right. Right.
So I think he should be something who can be kept an eye on. And Mbuemo is also good from Brentford. So he's on pens and he's a lethal goal scorer.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like Solanke is very good.
Solanke has been in a lot of drafts as well, so he probably fits in already. Yeah. But they're
Right,
good picks in terms of defensive selection. I really like those. Yeah.
right.
So we already discussed about it. So no Haaland for you, right? At least in
Right.
international break.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely. Like having Haaland means definitely like giving up on Salah or Trent.
Exactly.
But I don't think like I'll be going to do that because like Trent's price for the last 2 seasons it's around 7.5 to 8. Like it's very
Hmm.
on the higher side.
Right.
and because of his like underperformance, his price tag this season is 7 million. And I think like with someone with Trent's abilities, so 7 million is a very cheap price tag.
Exactly.
Like he's equivalent to like Bruno Fernandes or even Saka, like on the higher side. So you are getting some like Saka's and Bruno's returns with
Mm-hmm.
only 7 million price tag.
All right. Fair enough. And before we part ways, just wanted to know how your JPL experience has been till now. You've been a part of it for quite for a couple of years now, and you're a regular player in TVT as well. But what about this JPL experience where it is entirely like on individual basis?
Yeah, like JPL has been like a very amazing experience for me. Like first of all, I would like to appreciate the JPL discussion group. Like any news or any information I need, I just want to like go through the chats and I like get everything in my mind.
Right, right,
So like if there is any leak or someone any news, transfer news, anything, I get my information from there in Twitter, like nowhere else.
exactly.
So that's a great like it's very amazing for me. And JPL like competition wise, like it has a very high level of competition for the past few seasons. Like I did not perform well because what I used to do was like I kept my third team or maybe second or third team, and I used to take a lot of hits. Like I
Mhm.
used to like bet on taking hits and like improving my team regularly, and it definitely didn't work out. So this season, I thought like let's do one thing. I have discipline in TVT because I cannot take hits there. So let's join with the TVT team.
I saw that thing, yeah, that you joined for a
Yeah,
single team for JPL and TVT.
right.
Yeah,
So I think that will work out because I'll be disciplined and not taking any hits.
right. So mantra for success for you is being disciplined this year, and definitely that was already visible in game week one itself.
Yeah, and like one thing for me, I believe in like a decision delayed is a very great boon for your team
Mm-hmm.
because when you decide something, you are betting on like it being right or wrong. And if you make a transfer now, if you are making a decision with less information, so if you wait for a couple of game weeks, you'll have more information. You will take a calculated bet and with a lesser amount of risk. So I think delay your decisions if possible. If there is like very something really wrong with your team, then only you can choose to make a transfer this season. And with five free transfers that you can carry, like it's going to be amazing. Like the
Yeah,
competition level is going to be very high this season.
if you can accumulate those five transfer, it is going to be as good as mini wildcard.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah,
if you utilize it correctly, it's going to be very good.
exactly. So overall, it was nice brief session with you. We didn't want to take much time of yours, and we are really thankful to you that you joined in because we were not expecting, and we didn't want to push you through as well for this particular podcast, considering your travels and your commitments. But sincere thanks to you that you joined it, and we were able to create this. And without you, it was not possible at all. So thank you from the entire ZPL team, and we wish you to have a wonderful season ahead. You go on and perform well in TVT as well, and keep supporting LFC as well.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much to you, like for having me. Like I really enjoyed this. This is my first time that I'm doing a podcast,
Mhm.
and I'm very nervous, and I really wanted to do this. Like JPL, it's been amazing for me. Like my ranks have improved for the last few seasons. Not maybe in the JPL team, but my in other teams.
Mhm.
So it was amazing to be like a part of this and talking to you. and I've known you like we have been in the teams like in Satara FFL,
Right.
SFFL, and TVT. So it's been amazing like talking to you.
Yeah, yeah. So, just to our viewers, before we leave, this is what we have lined up for you. Just in case if you win Manager of the Week, you're 100% live, going to be live on podcast, and we're going to sit and have a conversation with you, and we'll get inputs, insights, and all the like options available from our winners, so that this will help you in growing in FPL, as well as it will help the entire community of FPL India to grow together. So thank you, Ujjwal, for joining in, and safe travels, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, man.